If we play loud, people might think we're good. Everybody ready? And a one, and a two, and a 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's the dream.
South Park was created in 1997 by Matt Stone and Trey Parker. And their first episode is an episode that I really like, Cartman's Anal Probe. Now I've done a lot of my thoughts on this episode in my top 10 best South Park episodes, so I'll keep it brief. Cartman gets surgery on his ass, and it leads to some of the most funniest antics. Really just a great episode overall, but if it weren't for this episode, South Park would have never blown up. But before this episode came out, we had Jesus vs. Santa, a episode that if it weren't for this, it would have never gotten Cartman's Anal Probe. It was supposed to be like this one thing, and then it got so viral that the people wanted to make it into a show. So they did, and here was the birth of South Park. So technically, South Park was famous by getting viral. Damn. You don't think like it like that. But South Park. I think we can all agree how many controversies it's gotten. Now, the original anniversary for me to celebrate South Park was gonna be talking about every single South Park controversy. But why? What's the point? There's so many. South Park alone is a controversy, bro. South Park as a creation is controversial. So, dude, you don't need to make any whole video on every single controversy, since South Park alone is a controversy. And there was already a great video from Blooms on why South Park is controversial and all its controversies. Go check that out if you want to know every single controversy. But after Cartman's Anal Probe, what happened? Well, we got more banger episodes. What was the cause of this? Well, South Park follows this trend where it goes through dark humor. What is dark humor? Dark humor is pretty much where you take a sensitive topic and joke about it. And that's what South Park did. Cartman's Anal Probe wasn't like that, as all it wanted to do was tell a story. But episodes like Sarcastaball, Good Time with Weapons. Good Time with Weapons makes fun of anime. Sarcastaball makes fun of football, American football. Do not argue with me if I'm talking about soccer or American football. I mean American football, damn it. But why is dark humor in South Park good? Well, you see, dark humor in South Park knows what it does. It knows how to make a subtle joke on a sensitive topic that can make you laugh. A great example of this is Sarcastaball. Once again, Sarcastaball, I've talked about in my 50 sub special, so I'll keep it brief. It's really funny and shows the controversies of football, and really is just an overall comedy fest. It has some great characters, a great subplot, and overall a great episode. Really love it. I recommend you to watch it if you want an American football episode to watch. But since dark humor in South Park is so funny, why do I hate Family Guy? One course meal. Well, they're not subtle. See, Family Guy, when they do dark humor, for example, the suicide joke in general, it was not funny at all due to its tasteless shot at it. Pretty much, I'm not going to show you the clip because Fox will fuck me, But pretty much, I'm not gonna explain the plot. Peter just goes to Lois and says, "If I want to kill myself, do I schluck right here or right here?" And then Meg says, "Something something for the left and something something for more results." Bruh. 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 Okay, I'm sorry for keep saying bruh, but bruh. Why was that necessary? It just comes off as offensive. And you know what? That is the worst joke of Family Guy ever. Fight me. That is the worst joke of all time, actually. It's offensive, tasteless, thinks it's funny, but when it's really not. But what is a good example of South Park doing dark humor actually right? Sarcastaball tackled controversy, but what is dark humor? Really dark humor, like it's really, really dark. Well, boys and girls, we have Scott Tenderman Must Die. This episode is reasonably overrated. Now, it's can be hated. I can see why someone would hate it. Hell, Beer Reviews hate this episode. But I like it. It's really funny, man. Cartman being a diabolical piece of shit is hilarious. He's a kid. Yes. Angelica is what a kid shouldn't be. Yeah, Cartman's worse than Angelica, but Angelica, I mean, she's just annoying. Cartman was funny while explaining what he did to destroy Scott Tenderman's life. It was hilarious seeing him cough it out. Now it was dark, like I was kind of shook by it, but it was kind of funny to see him cry in agony and get humiliated in front of his favorite band. See, that's the type of humor South Park excels at. But since we landed on dark humor, it's about time we land on the characters. So, let's go through the main 4 characters. We start off with Cartman. Oh boy. So Cartman started off as a mean prick. Just a bully who would be pretty racist and pretty mean to Kyle and Stan. But he wasn't that mean as what he was now. He was really funny and, yeah, sometimes it was pretty offensive. Starvin' Marvin is a great example of Cartman being a prick, but at the end of the day, that episode was still really funny. Cartman getting detained all the way to another country was hilarious. Him screaming to get out of that thing was really funny. And Starvin' Marvin convincing them that it was Cartman is great for his karma for being racist and a prick. Because Starvin' Marvin is way more nicer and deserves that life to eat cheesy poofs and lay down because he is nice and he is not a prick. As I said, Scott Tenderman Must Die made Cartman into an evil piece of shit. After this, Cartman did countless crimes. So, you know, he did some minor crimes like rape, murder, war crimes, enforced cannibalism, terrorism. You're a good child, man. He's just misunderstood, guys. Oh, who can forget when he forced his penis into Butter's mouth? Thumbs up. Also, quick disclaimer, make sure to join my Discord server. And not only that, make sure to drop a like on this video, comment down below, future top 10 list, solo reviews on an episode you want to see. And yeah, let's continue to the next character, Stan. Stan is actually really good. He is just such a brave guy. And in Kenny Dies, he kind of has to deal with the fact that Kenny was dying. And I like his way of trying to stay strong with it. He is really funny too. And he is actually the most reasonable out of the boys. He is really good And, every time I see Stan on screen, I just smile because I know that he's going to say something that's going to be really clever and make me kind of be like, you know what? This guy's actually pretty right. For example, his line in the episode where it was in my top 10 best South Park episodes list, pretty much, he makes a great quote on how you can't just believe people that are possessed and that they can just do magic. Yeah, if you believe that, you're just bringing humanity down. It's clearly tricks. They're not real. Yeah, and Stan is also really just a great guy, He's a great character to do sensitive topics about. Raisins, for example. In Raisins, he covered breakup. And he did really well in that episode. You can really just sympathize with him throughout the whole episode. Him pretty much going through his phase of breaking up. And when he flipped out on his ex, it was really funny, really satisfying, because Wendy is a slut. Let's be honest, guys. Hashtag Wendy is a slut. But yeah, let's move on to the next character, Kyle. Kyle's a Jew. That's pretty much his joke. And pretty much everyone makes fun of his mom. Yeah, there's even a whole song on Kyle's mom being a stupid bitch, which is a pretty good song in my opinion. But what makes Kyle great? Kyle is funny. His lines, "Oh my god, they killed Kenny. You bastard." Come on, you cannot tell me you laugh every time at that joke. You bastard. Lol. But Kyle and Kenny dies once again is the best in that episode. His way of coping through the pain was great, as he is the man to help his brothers go through. Now, something I realize is that, yeah, these boys make fun of each other. They shit on each other. They'll make fun of each other. And, yeah, they're pretty mean to each other, but they're friends just trying to mess around with each other. And when it's time that they're in danger, they'll try and help each other out. Like, they really will try and stick together. But yeah, back to Kyle. Kyle was also in one of my favorite episodes of all time, Cartman Land. Cartman Land is great as Kyle is at his A game. He managed to use a plot that Family Guy butchered and made it so amazing. If you hate Cartman Land, I don't know, man. Because Cartman Land is a great episode in my opinion. But yeah. Let's move on to the last character of the vid, Kenny. Kenny is used for slapstick, that's all. But I think he's one of the people you can use a running gag on because he's really funny with it. His character is interesting enough to get killed off every episode. And that's why Kenny dies as a one-off episode. As a one-off episode, Kenny is actually gonna die. Is great. And he actually dies. It is great. Really just amazing. But, enough about talking the characters. Let's wrap it up a little bit. So, what did I realize? So, South Park. South Park is just a comedy at the end of the day. It has one of the greatest humor of all time. Its episodes manage to make me laugh every time. And it's a show that I will forever cherish and I will forever talk about on this channel. South Park is a really great show. And I love great shows. And, happy 25th anniversary, South Park. Thank you for making people laugh. Thank you for making us laugh, South Park, you may be offensive, but I respect you. And you are hilarious. So that's gonna wrap it up for the video. Drop a like if you think this documentary was pretty fair and explained pretty much why South Park was great. And psych! I think I'm gonna leave it at 14 minutes long. Nah, this is going on longer. South Park's adult parents. So South Park's parents can be pretty generic. You know, we have the dads, which are Carmen's dad, which is Carmen's mom in a way. Kyle's dad, which is, he's really funny. And Randy, my boy. And Kenny's dad, which is a really good dad. But my boy Randy, you know how I feel about Randy. He's a legend. Randy is one of the funniest characters ever. Randy can make an episode great. I hate mentioning my top 10 best South Park episodes, but here I am. My top 10 best South Park episodes, I put Things Change. Pretty much, Stan grows up and everything sounds like shit to him. The subplot is Randy wants to be a childish band. It's pretty childish, but you feel for him because he just wants to be himself. I talk about cartoons for a living. I don't care if I don't grow up. I'll watch SpongeBob. Actually, after this video, I'm gonna watch SpongeBob Season 3. Thank you very much. But yeah, what can I say about Randy? Kenny's dad is also very good for emotional moments. And he's a great sympathetic dad also. We have Kyle's dad, who is a pretty decent dad. And overall, yeah. So what do I think is bad about South Park? I think the whole Islam controversy was kind of offensive. Look, I'm sorry. Some of y'all are gonna call me wimps, but I am Muslim. Now, I don't think it's great to say South Park is gonna rot in hell, you know? I'm not those like people who says you're gonna rot in hell, you know? Really, it's not necessary, but it's offensive. It's kind of offensive. Like, if you were in my religion, you would understand. Now, of course, I'm not gonna act like South Park has done other offensive things. And it's not because they did it to me, that's why I find it offensive. Look, I found it offensive because pretty much in my religion, it's kind of obligated to do that type of stuff. I don't want to get into that because we are not here to talk about politics and all that stuff. Religion, you know. We are a fun channel. Now, yes, South Park is dark and they're offensive. I'm not going to act like they've been offensive other times too. Yeah, there's other times. But this is just their worst one because it kind of hits me the most. Now, I don't hate it. It's just kind of unwatchable. It's kind of hard to watch, you know. But it's not the worst thing I've seen. I've seen a lot more offensive from Family Guy, so South Park has gore. Yes, but I don't care. Ever since I've watched Family Guy in general, modern Family Guy, that car wash scene, nothing is close. I can admit, nothing is close to that scene alone. But actually, I'm gonna end the video. Leave a like, drop a comment, and yeah. See you on the flip side. Goodbye.